What is going on, people? I am here for, if you couldn't tell by the title, a little, I guess you would call it, collection overview or display or whatever you want to call it. I'm actually going to go through something I bought off of eBay. For those of you who seen one of my latest updates, I bought a movie that that cost a little bit of money because it went out of print. This was also on eBay at that point. I honestly don't even remember how much I paid for it. I should have looked that up beforehand. But let me see what I did pay for it, because the only reason I got it was because it was a good price. Because nowadays this thing goes, also depending on the eBay seller and stuff, it also goes for, you know, close to $100 on some. You can either, I guess, buy it now or something, which I did. It cost me $54. But this thing I've been looking at for the longest time. This edition of it is a little bit rarer than the other one. The one is pretty rare, but this version of it is actually rarer because of the cover of the thing. It was actually pulled off shelves because of the cover of it. So I saw this and I'm like, you know, I'm more of a Blu-ray collector. I'm actually pretty much just a Blu-ray collector. This is DVDs, but I'm like, I want it. I've always wanted it for my collection. I've seen it different places for a lot more, and I'm like, let me jump on it now. This is the cheapest I've seen it, so I'm like, let me go ahead and get it. Like I said, I found it for $54.95 plus shipping, so it was like $4 shipping, so it was like almost $60, right under $60. And like I said, it is out of print, and it is the rarer of the out of print version. So before I get into it, I'm sure you saw the title, but before you get into it, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button at the end of this if it showed you enough and you liked the video, and of course hit that bell button so you know when I do upload more videos. So anyway, if you couldn't tell by the title, the thing I'm talking about, the box set I'm talking about, is the Sleepaway Camp Survival Kit. And like I said, this right here, the Red Cross one, was pulled just because Red Cross itself, it saw that it was, you know, this thing was on, the cover was on this series of movies and stuff like that, and it pretty much put them in a bad light, I guess that's what they thought. But this particular, you know, cover is a little bit more rare. The other one just says Survival Kit on it. It has pretty much the same thing, I believe. There might not be one addition to it. Haven't really seen that one as much, but I saw people unboxing a lot of these things. So if you turn the cover, you get a bloody handprint and stuff with, you know, a needle and such. The cut, like what I noticed first, especially when I opened it up, the box set itself is really nice, and the way the stuff that it contains and stuff. It is put out by Anchor Bay. So anytime you see Anchor Bay stuff, you realize, especially in DVDs and such, you see that little Anchor Bay thing. A lot of them are, you know, worth a little bit, because at that point in time, that section of Anchor Bay kind of went out of, you know, business. So a lot of those DVDs are out of print. So like I said, it is the Red Cross version. It tells you it has exclusive 4th DVD in here. That's the one thing that I don't know if every survival kit comes with, or anybody who's selling this comes with. I mean, the picture showed that it has the DVD in it, so hopefully it does. But it says exclusive 4th DVD, Sleepaway Camp 4, The Survivor. So I'm pretty sure that, I don't know if that was the running title for, because they do have a Sleepaway Camp 4. I forget what the hell it's called. But it's like Return to Sleepaway Camp or something like that. They do have a 4th movie. So I don't know if this, The Survivor, is, you know, the cut of the movie or something like that. But I know it wasn't called The Survivor. I think it was called Return to Sleepaway Camp. So like I said, it is a pretty cool looking box set, it comes with, you know, little medical scissors and sunscreen lotion and antiseptic wipes and burn cream and stuff like that. So the box set itself, like I said, the corner of it has like, it's like an open booklet and stuff. The other side of it, it has a whole bunch of this one has first aid cream, another antiseptic wipe, those the big mesh like roll of, I don't want to say tape or whatever, but just stuff that they usually put under bandages and stuff, and then a whole bunch of bandages and band-aids and stuff like that. The one thing, like I said, it should, okay, it does, it looks like it. This is the one thing that some don't come with, and it's the disc, the fourth, what is it? The Sleepaway Camp 4, The Survivor. It says production footage from the unfinished movie. But then I like I said, I don't know if they eventually put it out as Return to Sleepaway Camp, or this is a completely different movie. I'm gonna have to sit down and actually watch it because I do own the other one. But this also comes with, let me put this on the side, it comes with a little booklet. It says camp diary and stuff. I'm sure if you go through it, it'll tell you, you know, a little bit about each one and like maybe behind the scenes deal and stuff like that. You know, a lot of these box sets and stuff that I get, I look for stuff like this, like small little things. You know, it's not crazy, but if you sit down, you might learn, you know, stuff like that. But it goes up to day 14 on the back of it, and like I said, it goes through, looks like it goes through all three movies. The thing that I like about this is it's all the old school looking covers. Sleepaway Camp, they all have that like black, I guess you would call it, like background and stuff like that, and the bordering of it is black and such. So this is such an iconic cover. I have the Sleepaway Camps from Scream Factory, and they have like a new cover, but Scream Factories do have the what do you want to call it, the flips or the slip covers, or the cover of it. They do have the a dual cover, so I did switch them over to this because I just remember this so vividly throughout, you know, going to the Blockbuster or whatever and looking at this movie and just seeing the shoe with the knife through it. I thought that was cool. This is Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers. Again, each one has their own little, you know, same, it's a different picture, but like I said, the same bordering and stuff, which makes it pretty cool. And the last one, of course, is Sleepaway Camp 3, The Teenage Wasteland. This, like I said, all of them have so many, the cover of them just remind me so much of walking into, you know, the horror section at either my local video store or a Blockbuster or Hollywood Video back in the day, and you would see these movies. You know, they're just so late 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, Sleepaway Camp 3. Each one seems like they, I mean, the featurettes aren't the greatest. They don't come with a whole bunch of stuff. But this actually, when the hell does this box set come out? So at that point in time, I don't know exactly how. This is from. Let me see. I mean, the last one was put out in 1988, so it doesn't really tell me when this box set itself came out. So I really couldn't tell you when the box set came out. But, you know, at that point in time, the DVDs weren't really getting that many special features to them. But this one comes with audio commentary with Felissa Rose and Jeff Haynes and director Robert Hiltzik. And then a theatrical trailer. Doesn't have too much. Sleepaway Camp 2 has a little bit more. It has audio commentary with Fritz Gordon, Michael A. Simpson, and John Cleese. It has behind-the-scenes footage and outtakes. It has a teaser trailer for Sleepaway Camp 3. And then it has theatrical trailer and still gallery. So, like I said, this one, the second one, has a little bit more to it. And then the last one has pretty much the same things. It has commentary with Michael A. Simpson, the writer Fritz Gordon, and moderated by John Cleese. Again, behind the scenes footage and outtakes. Deleted scene featuring additional gore footage. So I'm guessing that might be like the director's cut kind of deal version of it. And then theatrical trailer and still galleries. I know they have a lot more on the Blu-rays, but like I said, I've always wanted this box set for the longest time, but every time I saw it was easily over or close to, $100 and stuff like that. And eBay would, you would have to win the, what do you want to call it? You would have to win, what I'm trying to get at. I can't speak right now. Long day of work. Let's just say everybody stay safe from the coronavirus. My job is going nuts. But anyway, you would have to win the bid and stuff like that to actually have a chance. And I found this, like I said, for $54. Buy it now, and then plus $3. So, like I said, right under $60. But this one, I always had my eyes on for the longest time, just because of the cover and, like I said, the fact that it is more rare and out of print. So, Sleepaway Camp, like I said, not really collecting DVDs, but when I find something I've been looking for a long time, I jump on it. So, this is something that probably never going to open. I might watch that other DVD just to see if it is, like I said, Return to Sleepaway Camp, even though I've only seen that once and totally forgot what the hell it's about. So if anybody does know and you're watching this and if it is an actual, cut of the movie beforehand, let me know. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Like I said, if you're a collector, I found this cheap enough to pick up. I've seen other ones now. I see some are going for like 65 and then 70, but then other ones are going over 100, $150 and stuff like that. So from now on, I'm going to be looking for those rare and hard to find things. If I can find them for a good price, like I bought Ticks for $80, but it's one of those movies where I can, but knowing my luck, they're going to re-release it somewhere, and the price of that is going to go, way down. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video for what it was, hit that like button. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that little bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. Check the description of this video for all my other social medias. I got a Facebook fan page, I got a Twitter, I got an Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. I'm part of the Dorkening, our podcast network. We do a Wicked Horror show every Tuesday night. We'll talk to indie horror movie directors, actors, actresses, and such. And yeah, I guess until next time, I'll see you guys.